What's up, everybody? I'm KP, the host of Conversations with KP, the podcast, and I'm talking about in this video why I started Conversations with KP. I've been planning to do this for quite some time, but season 2 is about to drop, so I decided that this would be the first video that I do before season 2 drops. And my heart behind this podcast is that people would know Jesus through these conversations. And I started it in June. That's when the first episode dropped. And why I started it was I was in church, and my pastor, Pastor Alex Seeley, was preaching a message called The Path to Greatness. And she was reading from Philippians chapter 2. And she was talking about how Jesus was being obedient and how he humbled himself to obedience, even to death on the cross.
Equality with God, something to be used to his own advantage. Rather, he made himself nothing by taking the very nature of a servant, being made in human likeness and being found in appearance as a man. He humbled himself by becoming obedient to death, even death on a cross.
And the theme of the message was that the path to greatness was through obedience. And for a long time, God had been telling me to start the podcast, and I had been telling him no or putting it off. And there was a time during that message in May, it was in May on a Sunday, I was listening to Pastor Alex, but I was not engaged. My head was down. And she said during a section or segment of the message, "Wake up." As soon as she said that, I just heard God so loudly and so clearly say, "Start this podcast and be obedient." So after church, that's really when it started. I texted my friend Braxton, and we did a conversation. We released it in June. And the reason why I didn't start it was not only because I didn't want to, but also because of the insecurity of my voice. I've always been very insecure about how I sound, and I've had people make fun of my voice in the past, which has made me feel very, like I previously mentioned, insecure. And so that was one of the reasons why, that was the actually main reason that I did not start the podcast. And ever since starting it, I've gotten great feedback. I've had some people say they love my voice. I have had some people say they could listen to me talk all day, which is news to me because of how I feel about my voice. And it's been so encouraging to hear also the feedback from people just really learning from the podcast and seeing Jesus in a new way. So I've been so grateful for that. And the point of sharing the why is that really God will use your insecurity to help others. And I want to encourage you and tell you that whatever you're insecure about, give it to God, because he is going to use it to help others. Most of the time, the things we go through are not even about us or the insecurities that we're dealing with. There's always usually a purpose in it, and the purpose is usually to help others. And so that's why I started Conversations with KP, and I'm excited for you guys to listen to season 2, and I'm excited for the guests we're getting. So if you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you're watching this on Instagram, that means you're on the Conversations with KP Instagram page. Please follow and share this video. If you would like it, comment. I will comment back. And yes, I love you guys. Thank you so much for supporting me.